Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode. So this is day 13 already, and this time I worked on the aiming and some of the enemy combat AI. So we can see here, we can aim and it will shoot at the point that we're aiming at. So how did I do this? By creating a line from the camera to that specific point you're looking at and then making sure that the arrow will hit it. So if we try to aim at our enemy, we can see that we can actually hit it fairly accurate. Now there are definitely some things missing here. So one thing, the arrow doesn't actually hurt the enemy, and second of all, they don't get stuck in anything, which makes it a little bit weird to look at. So that's the first thing that we'll work on. We can see here that after we picked up some arrows, we can actually shoot and hit the enemy and make it stick. So the arrow will stick to the enemy. Now, it doesn't look great at the moment. The arrow is a little bit stuck in the air. So that's something that I should work on. But it works on both the enemy and any random object in the world. And it will stick in the object as if we hit it. And we can actually shoot him dead. Now, you can see that the arrows do not really follow the laws of physics. So that's something for later. Here we can actually see a previous attempt at not making them stick, but making them bounce. It didn't look great. So at this point, I had to do a bit of traveling, and I don't have access to my computer. So while in the train, I worked on the AI for the enemy. So we saw a few videos earlier that I had this behavior tree. So you have these different states, and for example, it is going to look around, and if it cannot find you, it will go back to patrolling. So what I wanted to do is to think of how this new behavior tree would work with combat. So that's what I did here. And that worked out pretty nice. I have a pretty clear view of how I want to get the whole combat system to work. Whereas the main key points are that the enemy will just wander around. The moment it sees you, the player, it will pick up a weapon if it doesn't have one, and it will walk back to where you are, and it will start hitting you. If it does have a bow instead of a melee weapon, it will actually try to get to a high point that is still close by, and it will start shooting at you. And then the last thing, if it doesn't have enough ammo, it will look for ammo, and if the player is attacking, it will try to dodge the attacks. And that's all in all a pretty simple AI. So that's what I think is definitely doable and still will make it a challenging opponent. Sadly, because of the traveling, I won't be able to work on this for another 2 weeks. But it will give me a break. And after that, I'm completely fresh and I'll be able to continue the challenge. And I'll promise to count any day that I will work on it in the actual counter to make sure that 30 days is 30 days and not more. For any task where I need to find a location, whether that's to walk to or walk from, I generate these positions like I did a few episodes ago. So 3 steps. First, generate any potential positions. Then we filter out any positions that, for example, are not accessible. And then last, we rank them based on some kind of rule. And that way we select the best position to go to. While super buggy, this is a very small demo of how the behavior tree works in practice. So we see it walks towards the weapon, it will pick it up, and it will walk towards the remembered enemy and it will hit. Very buggy. So after the break, I'll work on AI in both the customer of the tavern as the AI in the combat. Alright, see you next time. Thank you for watching.